A lot of people say that motorcycling is good for the mind, good for the soul, but why is that? I was just thinking that the other day I was hearing someone talking about meditation, and they were saying it's not about emptying your mind, it's about being in the moment. And at work we do a lot of training around sort of emotional intelligence and so on, and try and help teams be more effective. And they say the same thing. That it's not about getting everything out of your head, but just being present, being in the moment. And it made me think about it from a motorcycling perspective, and I think that's why motorcycling is such a good thing for the mind, because it forces you to be in the moment. You can't have the distraction of your phone. You can't have the distraction of even other people. You're just in your own head. And so because of that, you're focusing on what you're doing, riding the bike, and really nothing else. I mean, your mind might wander from time to time and think about other things, like this. But realistically, when you're on a motorcycle, what you're thinking about is riding a motorcycle. So you are present in that moment. And it goes for a while, right? Those trees look like cocks. Is that just me? Anyway, getting distracted. Question is, are we going to get rained on? Willy weather, which is usually my sort of go-to as far as predictable weather, is saying there's only 5% chance of rain. It's not meant to rain, but it certainly looks like it's going to. Now, every day that I've actually gone out for a ride recently, it's ended up windy, like every single time I've gone for a ride. And today is no exception. This is Blue Gum Road, very short little road, and comes off Grove Road and connects over to Cattai Ridge Road, I think. Anyway, it's a fun little rip. So today we've got Matt, Gary, but Andreas has joined us. Now Andreas used to have an MT-09, the same as mine, and he sold it recently and bought this Triumph. Now, I can't remember the model exactly off the top of my head, but it's a 1200, and it's a bit of a beast. Beautiful little road. And just when it drops down into the valley there, it goes all cold, and it's got that smell. It's fantastic. Anyway, we're just going for a little cruise, so I've found a nice route that basically follows the complete border of the Hills District. Cattai Ridge Road.
You need petrol.
Huh?
Gary will need petrol.
Do you need petrol?
I've got one card.
Let's go and fill up there.
Oh, we can go up Weisman's. There's a petrol station there.
Yeah, that's going to be out of the way of where we were going, because we're going to turn left up here. I reckon go back to there. fantastic little stretch through there. Far out, it's windy. I don't know if any of the audio is going to actually come out on this one. Find out, I guess. You should see some of the houses through here. It's insane. Pretty bad getting caught up behind this truck, but he's actually hooting along. He's not really holding us up, I have to admit. Clearly he knows this road. Got to be careful on windy days. My father-in-law actually had a pretty reasonable accident riding down Putty Road, and he doesn't really remember much of it, but there was a branch apparently dropped, like quite a chunky one, knocked him off the bike, and he was already doing a reasonable pace, so slid off the road and into the bushes, made a bit of a mess of his hands and arms. Luckily fully recovered, still rides of course. But, it's interesting when you see people riding in singlets and shorts and stuff like that. And I don't know whether it is that they don't care whether they get injured and lose half their skin. I'm sure they would care when it happens. But I think, there's that invincibility thing. People think it won't happen to them. But the saying... what is it? Dress for the slide, not for the ride. And I'm sure they're thinking to themselves, I've got control. I've got control of this situation. It's not going to happen to me because I know what I'm doing. Well, you know what? Everyone does make mistakes. But even if you put that aside and think to yourself, well...
I promise I will never die.
Even if you don't make a mistake, there are still so many variables when you're riding. There's mechanical failure can happen. Trees falling down in front of you. Wildlife. And other drivers and riders, right? Shit can go wrong that is completely out of your control. And thinking that you've got this situation completely in control is just setting yourself up to fail. No one has every situation completely in control.
Control is an illusion, you infantile egomaniac. Nobody knows what's going to happen next.
Straight ahead actually goes into another LGA, so we are turning right here. Just so happens turning right here is where the fun is. This is River Road, Wiseman's Ferry. This follows the river all the way around. And is in fact, the river itself is the border of the Hills LGA. Bit bumpy, windy but bumpy. I don't know this road at all, so I must admit I think I've been over it once or twice, but certainly don't know it very well. bush we go. Very pretty. Waving high. I thought she was gonna like tell us off or something. Too noisy. She's probably just lonely. That was one of those. Oh, that's. Oh no, it's not. That's Bob. Oh no, it's not Bob. Oh, I'll just wave to you anyway. That's okay. I appreciated the wave. I'm gonna wave right back at you. Just because I don't know you doesn't mean I can't say hello. Nothing wrong with saying hello to strangers. Do you ever think that maybe because when we were growing up everyone said don't talk to strangers, maybe that's why we're so mean to each other? All those little surprisingly tight little bits to crap on the road as well, but there's also like you go through this tight little corner and someone's driveway's right there, so you've got to be quite cautious along this road. Quite a thin road too, so you got to kind of sit up every now and then just to make sure you're not putting your helmet into the other lane. It's definitely not a sprint road. It's not a road where you're going to do speed trials on, that's for sure. And there's crap everywhere on these roads. Slow the fuck down, dude. Seriously. This is the problem, right? Because there's shit all over the road, we're trying to avoid it. And if someone's driving like a maniac, they're not expecting that to happen. Particularly for motorcycles, right? Motorcycles need to avoid big sticks. Four-wheel drives, they don't have to. They can just barrel over the top of them. So they don't stop to think that motorcycles would be trying to avoid stuff on the road. Right? It's a pretty thin road as well, so it's not like there's a huge amount of options. Very thin. This is almost single lane stuff. This is single lane. I feel like we're going painfully slow here, but you know, you saw the speed that four-wheel drive was doing. And you can't see around the corner. You've got to be ready for anything to be there. Getting a little bit heavier, starting to get a few more drops in shorter periods of time. The rate of drops on the visor has increased. Whoa. was hoping to have enough battery to get to Wiseman Ferry. Literally just ran out as I was coming down.
It's like the size of a house. As close, maybe like the post to here, that was as close as you could get to it. Did I scratch your bike? No.
Last night I was checking the maps, and apparently there's a truck accident here that was saying the road was blocked. So I don't know what to expect here.
Maybe I'll take yours. Yours is lower. I'll take this. Give it a go. Give it a go. This is too tall for me. Head being short.
Anyway, that was just a thought. That's why I think motorcycling is such a good thing for the mind, for the soul, because it's awesome.
Nice and comfy. Those hand grips are so good. It's nice and cruisy. I like it.
Yeah.
It sounds so good. Yeah, it's heaps taller. I didn't realise.
So nice. Just want to go fast though.
Oh, yeah, it just wants to go. Yeah.
Oh, let me go. Let me go.
I know. Man, I swear, it's like a different bike. You got new tyres on. The new tyres just changed the feel of it altogether.
Yeah. Same with mine. When I got the tyres on.
I noticed that going on since the last time I had a go.
Yeah.
Just really smooth and nice.
It feels so much more sure-footed with the tyres on. It just sounds
Totally.
But I never noticed how yellow my light was.
Yeah, alright. You can put a LED in it.
Yeah.
That's retro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realise it was so different until I looked in my mirror and went, who's that fucking yellow bike at the back? And it was mine.
I don't know how you ride with those things in.
Take some man burn. Real, me with a real big donger. You gotta do this.
Man, you need a haircut so bad.
That was great.
You look like a homeless person.
I know, it's bad.
No, I like it.
Helmet hair.
Keep it going. Don't stop now.
You can put
I'll tell the lady
you can
you
make a
said.
man bun on the top.
But I couldn't in my helmet, see?
Go the Lewis Hamilton style.
Yeah.
Cool done, hasn't it?
Have you ridden the Triumph?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. It's so cruisy, isn't it?
It's very comfortable.
Yeah. And the sounds so nice. Alright, well, we should do this again sometime in the near future.
Next weekend.
I won't see you again either. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
it was.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
So good.
Perfect. We should do that more often. Just that little ride's perfect.
Yep. We'll get sick of doing this one after a while, but that's alright.
We'll open up and we'll be able to go out a bit further and then it'll be off to Mudgee again.
Yep. Yep.
Bathurst, yeah. As soon as Gary gets involved, we'll be like, we're not stopping for 11 hours. Let's go. Alright, we'll catch you later then.
Alright,
In a couple of weeks.
See you guys. That was awesome.